A single dive from the sky can put prey in danger within seconds. Each downward strike carries the power, speed, and precision of an apex predator. The prey only needs to hesitate for a moment before the safe distance quickly disappears. Eagles use the advantage of high altitude to take control in many hunting situations. What has made eagles one of the most formidable rulers of the skies? Deep within the dense canopy of the Amazon rainforest, groups of monkeys constantly move in search of food and to avoid dangers on the ground. But above them, a predator still exists. The harpy eagle, with a wingspan of nearly 7 feet and some of the strongest legs among birds of prey, silently observes every movement. The harpy eagle can remain still for dozens of minutes, waiting for an individual to move into an accessible position. As the group of monkeys crosses the gap between two sections of the canopy, a young monkey falls behind for a moment. The eagle's shadow suddenly separates from the leaves, its wings fold, and it accelerates through the space between the branches. In an instant, the harpy's powerful talons secure the prey. They're not the only targets. On a nearby branch, a sloth remains almost completely motionless, relying on camouflage to stay hidden. But from its observation point, the harpy eagle can still detect movement or unusual shapes among the layers of branches and leaves. A precise glide is enough to move the sloth away from its position. For a harpy eagle raising its young, every hunting trip contributes to maintaining the entire breeding cycle. Across the seemingly peaceful rainforest canopy, the eagle's patience and a single moment of inattention from the prey always determine the outcome of the hunt. On high and steep mountain slopes, mountain goats move steadily across narrow, rocky ledges. Each step is placed carefully on the narrow edges of the rocks, thanks to their split hooves and soft pads that help them maintain a firm grip on rough surfaces. Few predators are capable of keeping up with them in such challenging terrain. But from the open sky above, another challenger appears. The golden eagle detects movement from a great distance and silently turns the entire mountainside into its hunting territory. The eagle lowers its flight path, often disappearing behind rocky outcrops along the mountainside. It approaches at a low altitude, reducing the chance of revealing its shadow against the open sky. Young individuals or those separated from the group are often easier to approach. When the right moment arrives, the dive begins. The eagle moves in and uses its powerful talons to strike at the prey, putting it at risk of losing balance on the cliffside. In such a harsh environment, the terrain itself can sometimes become an advantage for the predator, proving even more effective than its sharp talons. A successful hunt can provide a significant source of food after many unsuccessful attempts at approaching the target. Among the calm lakes of North America, Schools of fish below the surface constantly change depth in search of food. From a height of dozens of meters, a bald eagle detects the slightest movement near the water's surface. With its sharp vision, it can still identify prey among the reflections of sunlight shimmering across the water. From that moment, the eagle slowly lowers its flight path, keeping its wings almost motionless to reduce air resistance. When the distance is only a few feet, it suddenly accelerates. Its two legs extend forward, and its curved talons sweep across the shallow water, attempting to secure the fish before the eagle lifts itself back into the air. However, the challenge sometimes truly begins only after the fish leaves the water. The strong movement quickly attracts other eagles patrolling nearby. A competition in the sky immediately begins. Many chases only end when the eagle carrying the fish is forced to release the catch in exchange for a safer distance. If successful, this behavior allows eagles to obtain food without having to directly catch fish from the water. Each successful hunt depends on the ability to observe, adjust the flight path, and choose the right moment to approach. The ability to hunt provides an advantage, but keeping the catch is what helps the eagle maintain its position in the survival chain. Across snow-covered grasslands, a fox has just found a source of food after hours of tracking a trail. But both the fox and the food source quickly come into the view of a golden eagle from above. The eagle lowers its altitude and begins approaching from behind. The eagle continuously lowers its altitude and glides close behind, forcing the fox to move away from the food it has just found. These close passes make the fox leave the food behind, creating an opportunity for the eagle to approach. Taking food from another animal is one of the feeding behaviors that can occur in some eagle species. However, not every encounter is centered around competition for food. In some cases, especially involving smaller or more vulnerable foxes, the eagle may shift from competing for food to a direct confrontation. The eagle flies low and repeatedly extends its legs toward the fox during close approaches, while the fox continuously changes direction and attempts to resist the pressure from above. The ability to approach from above allows the eagle to control the distance during an encounter. If the opponent still has enough strength to resist or the terrain is unfavorable, it will choose to retreat. In the wild, making the right decision at the right moment can sometimes be just as important as a precise dive. In nature, the ability to take advantage of opportunities is only effective when combined with flexibility in every situation. In the hot and dry semi-desert regions of Africa, the cobra is considered one of the most formidable predators on the ground. Its extremely fast reflexes and venom cause most opponents to keep their distance. But this time, the threat does not come from the ground. Against the blue sky, an eagle silently closes the distance. It lands a few feet away from the snake and moves in small arcs. Each time the cobra raises the front part of its body and displays a defensive threat, the eagle immediately moves back beyond striking range. The repeated approaches force the snake to constantly change direction and maintain a defensive posture. The standoff continues until a gap appears in the snake's defensive position. When the cobra leaves an opening, the eagle suddenly moves in, using its powerful talons to secure the front part of the snake before beginning to feed. Not every encounter with snakes takes place on land. Along coastal areas and estuaries, sea eagles also take advantage of opportunities when sea snakes rise to the surface to breathe. They glide close to the water's surface and extend their legs at the precise moment to lift the snake from the water before it can dive back below. Every hunt reflects a familiar rule of nature. The opportunity truly belongs only to those that know how to take advantage of the right moment. Some eagle species can also chase and target birds in flight. From above, the eagle circles in wide patterns and monitors the movements of the entire flock. For flocks of wild geese, the moment just after leaving the water can be especially risky, as they have not yet reached stable speed and altitude. The white-tailed eagle immediately lowers its flight path. The approach happens extremely quickly, forcing the prey to react within a split second. A single delayed takeoff can disrupt the formation of the entire flock. In estuaries and along lake cliffs, where many small bird species gather around nesting cavities, the eagle's strategy is completely different. The sudden appearance of the eagle causes the entire flock to take flight at once. This moment of confusion causes some birds to lose their rhythm or fall behind the rest. The eagle quickly changes direction toward an individual that has not yet reached a stable flying speed. Even large birds such as cranes, with their wide wingspans and ability to fly long distances, often keep their distance when eagles appear near feeding or resting areas. Simply by repeatedly approaching from above, the eagle can cause many bird species to change direction or leave the area to avoid an unfavorable encounter. In the world of birds, dominance does not come only from size, but also from the ability to control the sky. Across the wide-open grasslands of North America, jackrabbits live in a constant state of alertness. Their long ears can rotate independently to pick up sounds from multiple directions. At the slightest sign of unusual movement, their entire body immediately shifts into escape mode. However, these reflexes are still not enough to deal with a threat silently emerging from the sky. As the large shadow quickly moves across the grass, the rabbit suddenly accelerates. A series of sudden directional changes makes its path difficult for the predator to predict. The golden eagle continuously adjusts its flight path according to the rabbit's changes in direction. From above, it tracks the rabbit's movement and constantly adjusts its position. During some approaches, the eagle changes its flight angle and moves toward the open space ahead of the rabbit's path. When the rabbit lands after a jump, the distance between the two can close very quickly. In that brief moment, the eagle immediately lowers its altitude, extends its talons, and makes its approach at the precise instant. If the first approach creates a favorable opportunity, the eagle's chances of success increase significantly. If the opportunity is missed, the eagle often quickly regains altitude rather than continuing the pursuit for too long, waiting for a more suitable moment. In successful hunts, the final approach is often quick, efficient, and highly precise. It is one of the birds of prey that dominates the skies. In many encounters, the advantage of being above allows the eagle to create pressure from the very first approach. In the wild, success does not come only from speed, but also from the ability to choose the right moment. If you want to follow along with even more intense hunting encounters, please like and subscribe to the channel.